I mean, there's a lot of tin work. It's all Motec inside.
So this is kind of like the truck you'd kind of want to build for the family. Our buddy Justin from Heatwave, owner of Heatwave, is building this thing with Danny, and it's gonna be something special. I don't know what the hell it's gonna be.
Just get one of these, buy a 1/4 inch wide blade for it so you can cut contours, and it'll change your life. And it's old. This thing is probably,
I mean, it looks like it's straight out of a freaking mining factory or something.
You know, it could be 70 years old for all I know.
Dang, that's sick. How did you even begin to learn?
Just by doing it, and by doing it wrong.
Right.
And that was like my first weld that I ever did. Look at how good it looks.
Oh, wow, look at that. I guess that just kind of leaves us with a quick little tour of the vehicles you got in right now.
Yeah, this is Marcelo's truck. We got it back from another shop that had it to do some wiring.
Okay.
And it's actually on its way to another shop for wiring.
Okay.
In that time, we pulled the shocks off, sent them to King to have them finished.
Okay.
So now Craig is reinstalling the shocks. There was a few bolts that we were missing. We got those.
Okay.
And we got to put the trans in it. It's a 480. That's another thing that was changed from the time it went to the wiring shop till now, is that it was originally built with a 400.
Okay.
And he wanted an overdrive, so he built a 480 for it, and we built all the brackets to mount it. If we have time before it leaves, we'll start on some tin work.
Nice, man. And quickly, this is a 4-door Silverado.
Crew cab, 08, 07 Silverado, tube chassis. Got a big motor in it, close to like a 460-inch LS. It's huge.
Okay.
It's freaking massive.
That is huge, dude. And then you did all these?
Yeah, so the headers we did. We've done, other than some of the suspension components and the basic layout of the tube work of the chassis, everything else here we've done.
Look at this radiator, dude.
Yeah, oh yeah, we even built the radiators. Marcelo, the owner, he got the cores, and so we built the tanks and the caps and
Freaking
everything.
awesome.
Like we built
Such a huge radiator.
all of it. And it's actually 2 radiators that are linked together. So that, and the idea is that if you damage one, you can pop the hoses and run on one.
Oh,
So you won't be stranded.
That's insane, dude.
Yeah. Power rack, dry sump, big LS, big shocks, front sway bar.
Front sway bar.
Yeah.
Nice. I'm not really even familiar with that or how it works. Is it because the amount of travel?
Trucks that use them. It just helps keep keep more planted in turns and stuff. It helps.
Because all the freaking wheel travel.
Yeah, I had one on my old truck and it was awesome.
So you guys didn't build the spindle or the...
I built the spindle.
You built the spindle.
We didn't have spindles, so we used a local machine shop here in town.
Okay.
John at High Tech, he built the clevis for us, and then the upright, the kingpin,
Okay.
and then everything else, all the sheet metal parts, we just fabbed here in house.
Nice.
And like I said, like all those templates,
Yep, there it is.
that's part of it.
What hubs are these?
These are tube works.
Tube works. Okay.
Tube works, and they're gear 1 caliper.
Okay.
Marcelo's a machinist, and I think he makes parts.
For them?
Or back in the day, he was making parts for Tube Works.
Nice.
Yeah.
Well, dude, this thing's going to be incredible. I can't wait to see what you guys are doing with this.
It's pretty cool. It's got, I mean, there's a lot of tin work. It's all Motec inside.
Nice.
Oh, like it'll be
And he's running 3 seats in the back, you'd said?
4 seats.
4 seats.
Yeah. Yeah.
So 2 in the front, 2 in the back. Look at this, you guys. It's pretty rad.
So
That's a
there's-
great dash to look at.
This is a hack. Sorry, Mike Rob, I stole your idea. But the pedal foot is adjustable, so you can adjust it like just to where it's comfy where you want it.
Oh, that's
I saw
perfect.
Mike Robinson posted that once. I was like, that's a good idea.
So quickly on the back half, we were talking about this is a pretty long wheelbase, but this is all set up from the original shop that had laid out the tubing.
Yeah.
But for the most part, this thing's, I mean,
The pivot points, trailing arms were already built. The housing was done.
yeah,
The lower arms and upper arms were done, but we didn't have spindles. That's a whole nother story.
right. That's for Marcelo to tell us one day.
Yeah.
And you guys, we're gonna go deep on this truck. So we'll move into this one. Tell us about this truck, Danny.
This is 04, 05 Silverado crew cab.
Okay.
It belongs to Garrett Kurth. When it came here, it had a kit front end on it. The cage was already done, interior cage was done,
Okay.
but nothing in the front.
Okay.
So it did have a kit front end, but there was some really bad geometry problems with it.
Okay.
So
Decided to change it
after
up.
talking to Garrett and kind of coming up with the game plan, we decided to put beams on it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So
Nice.
These are Roy's beams, ODR.
Okay.
It's Roy's beam and Roy's upright,
Nice.
and we built everything else. So it's
So Roy's beams, but you guys did everything else.
yeah,
already. Okay.
which was rad. Like Roy had set just like ready to sell.
Nice.
So it like worked out perfect.
Right.
So Garrett got a hold of Roy, got the beams from him, and it saved us a ton of time. Like we didn't have to build this. We just get it mocked up, get everything laid out where we want it, and then
Heck yeah. Nice.
So then we built radius arms. These the steering swingers are identical of mine.
Beautiful.
So
look at these things
you can take them right off and bolt them onto my truck or vice versa. They're all the same.
That's amazing. That's freaking awesome. Why don't you offer a beam kit?
Yeah, I've had like 100 people.
I'm sure you have. I'm sure you have. Is it just something it's just too much custom work?
No, I just like we're doing so much of this type of work that's like I don't even really have time
to do that.
To do it.
Maybe
and plus I feel like there's so many guys already who like Roy who builds a beautiful sheet metal beam. Like
right.
I'm already competing with Roy. You know what I mean?
Right, right.
I don't want to do that.
Oh, I got you. Yeah.
So to me, I'd rather just stick with doing the actual work.
So another beamed Chevy comes out of Danny Giannini's shop.
Yeah.
Very cool.
So my truck was the first beam truck I'd ever built, and there's some things that I wanted to change. So in this one, we did that. Push the wheelbase forward like just a little bit more to help clear the firewall. And this one's actually built and set up for 40s. Like mine was set up for 39, so there's a little bit of rubbing issue with the 40s.
So yeah, guys, again, we'll dive into this maybe next time with when the owner cruises out. Tundra?
It's a Tundra. It's a 09 Tundra. Belongs to a friend of mine, Nick.
What are you guys doing with this?
Real basic cage. Even though there's kind of a lot going on the roof, like keep it as unintrusive as possible. We're gonna use stock seats.
Okay.
That's why the stock seats are in the rear. So what we started working on now, we got most of the cage.
So this is kind of like the truck you'd kind of want to build.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
For the family.
So
it's comfortable. It has everything. It doesn't have a ton of travel, but
what got me onto this idea was Cole Wilson. He has the first gen Tundra.
Okay.
You guys did an episode on his thing at Austin's house.
Oh yeah, the Overlander pre-runner thing.
Yeah. So we worked on his truck at the beginning
pre-lander.
of the year. Yeah, we put a cage in it for him, and it's like short course length, but with a panhard bar. It still has stock fuel tank.
Adventure.
But it works.
Ready to go.
The thing freaking works. So
hell yeah.
I just fell in love with it because it's so simple.
So our buddy Justin from Heatwave, the owner of Heatwave, is building this thing with Danny, and it's gonna be something special. I don't know what the hell it's gonna be, but it's gonna be something.
That's what I like about it. That's what's fun about it, is that it's different than what we normally do.
You want to take us through it really quick?
So,
this is very different from what you guys do, huh?
Yeah, it is a 84. I don't even. It's a 240 wagon. I'm not exactly sure what model it is.
Yeah.
But Justin bought it. He's been doing events and stuff with it, and like the struts just like keep falling apart. They'll fold.
Yeah.
Just breaking.
So he said, just go for it, huh?
Yeah. Basically, he's like, yeah, just make it so that it it won't fall apart.
Nice.
And then make it safe. So we're putting the roll cage in it.
Okay.
And I decided just because I like
this is so crazy
doing different stuff. So like, yeah, we'll put A-arms on it instead of like a normal strut.
Yeah.
So that cut all the sheet metal out.
Oh my
Played it in the frame, and then built. It's all dusty.
Dude, so he's gonna be able to drive this thing pretty aggressively, probably like he's always wanted to.
Yeah.
But safely.
Yeah. So we're still gonna now. I've just picked up coilovers last week. Artec for it.
Okay. Look at those little guys right there.
6.5 inch stroke coilover.
Nice.
So that will hang right here off the back. I'm gonna actually build some brackets that tie it all in.
Want to show where?
Well, and then it'll just. The coilover will mount right in here. Basically come right up under the brake booster. But I mean, it's just rad because
it's totally different.
It's just like miniature truck parts.
Yeah.
It's super small. Like the pivot point between here, this pivot and the inner pivot is only 7.25 inches. So it's like this tiny little arm.
It's awesome.
But it all, I mean, we got the steering wheel working. Like it cycles like super clean.
Oh my God, that is so rad.
There's like no bump steer. It cycles nice and clean.
Yes.
And it's like 12. It's like I think it's like a hair. No, it's like a hair over 11 inches of travel.
That's awesome.
So with this baby little arms, like
it's incredible.
It's gonna work pretty good.
And what are you guys doing for the rear?
The rear is a factory trailing arm.
Okay.
We'll build all new links for it.
Oh, okay.
It just has.
Just put freaking leaf springs on it.
Like, I was thinking about that.
Dude, why not?
So look at how flattened and beat these links are.
Oh my God.
You can tell Justin's not nice to it.
No.
Like he beats the crap out of this thing.
Yeah,
it was literally ready to fall apart.
Oh my God.
Because he drives it like a wild man.
Yeah.
So we're gonna build all new links that are up to the task of what he's gonna throw at it. The trailing arms, there was a coil spring that mounted here.
Okay.
The coil spring actually mounts behind the axle.
Okay.
So we cut that off and then just and chromoly plated in a nuclear
Nice.
portion that will capture the coilover. So it'll be coilover front and rear, and then we'll have to cut the body out and
Right.
tie it into the cage.
Oh my
And then
god.
resheet metal it all back in.
I hope he does some Raleigh stuff.
I'm
with
sure he
this.
will.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm sure he
I
will.
wouldn't see why he wouldn't. You'd be able to go pretty damn hard in this
Yeah,
thing.
I mean, it'll be stout.
Yeah, I mean, it may not be the fastest thing out there. I'm sure Justin could change that, but ultimately, dude, he's going to be able to go pretty hard on these courses, man.
Turbo on it.
Oh,
Sure,
shit.
it's already
Pretty quick.
pretty quick.
Hell yeah,
So we're
man.
gonna build some exhaust for it, rehang everything in the front, the intercooler, radiator, all the grill. That'll all be probably on like a tube type core support.
Yeah.
And then so we'll get rid of all this old factory sheet metal. And then if Justin wants to, we'll like re-tin it all in.
Nice. Make it happen.
I'll find out from him what he wants to do once we're at that point. But
Well, there's a lot of projects going on here, Danny.
yeah,
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you for taking us through all of this.
I guess the biggest thing I'd like to get across to people if they're like into this stuff is that you don't need best of the best of the best of tools.
Yeah.
What you need is don't be afraid to get your hands dirty
Yeah.
and get in there and try and do it.
Just try. You
And,
got to start somewhere, man.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean,
Don't listen to internet freaking
You know?
critics. You know what I mean?
You know, look at Stewart Raceworks or Geyser Brothers or the Masons. Like,
Yeah.
they didn't start at the top, but
Yeah.
they're there now. You know what I mean? Like,
Right.
they all started
Right.
just like all of us. It's
Go for
not
it.
for everyone.
Yeah.
I'll say that.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I mean, it's not for everyone. Like, I've had
But this leads into so many other opportunities too for
I've had
life.
tons of like apprentice kids come in and like they don't last. They
Yeah.
don't. I mean, honestly, who wants to stand here and grind metal all day?
Right.
You know.
It's hard. Yeah, dude, for sure.
You know. I mean, it's.
It takes a
is what
certain
it is.
individual, man.
Absolutely.
For sure. All right, guys. Thank you guys so much for checking
on,
out
Craig,
this
get in
episode.
here.
Get in here, Craig.
There you go.
You guys were so stoked to finally get out here with Danny and Craig, tell the stories of their trucks, the shop, everything. If you got anything from this episode, I hope it's that you guys just got to dive in, just go for it. Don't listen to other people, just get started. Everybody starts from somewhere. Danny, you've seen his amazing welds on his exhaust, and,
right.
and then you guys can see from the things that he's building now. So don't let people drag you down. Stay at it, dude, and make it happen. These boys know what they're doing. Can't wait to see all the awesome things that they're going to continue to put out. We are going to regularly visit Danny, check up on his shop, and we're also going to be going over some, not necessarily tutorials, but kind of like how he does things in steps with like some of the headers and some of the other special projects that he likes to work on that he'd like to share with you guys. So that's pretty much it, right, boys?
That's it.
Yeah. Subscribe, like, share, all that good stuff. And that's it. Later, guys. Bye.
Bye.
Take it easy.